Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. We're currently over on the wonderful platform that starts with a T. You could have been here, but alas, no you are not. But that's fine. Welcome to this pre-recorded little video we're doing. Since we do have a week in between seasons, we're going to be going ahead and doing some mini streams, like mini stuff that we can throw up on the channel, one of which being, of course, the video you're watching right now. That being going over my Annie list. I do have some lovely individuals here that are going to go through this with me. I have allowed them. They have my full permission to be as heartless as they want to be. Going through my list, they are allowed to roast me as need be. I will attempt to defend my honor, but it's going to be interesting. I assume I'm going to title this video like my chat roasts my Annie list or something like that. So yeah, what do you say we go ahead and get into it? Chat, I hope you're ready for some absolute shenaniganery. Let's just go over here. Away we are. And we'll go F11 just to make it totally full screen. Alright, and here we are. Ladies and gents, welcome to my my Annie list. You can already see some stuff. I don't want to scroll too far down because it'll give away some things, but as you can see, there's your zombie boy. Oh, I don't have my mouse up. But yeah, as you can see, zombie boy in the top left.
We have the power.
You have the power. You have the power. The power is yours. But yeah, so you got me on the top left. Total anime watched 478. Days watched 125, and about a mean score of 54, which feels a little harsh. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate. Total manga 3. I don't know what the third one is. I know what two of them are. I'm not super sure what the third one is. With a mean score of 76.7. Again, Jojo doesn't read. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with my manga list. How about that? Since I'm so curious as to what that could be. And then we'll jump over to the anime list. One Piece. One Piece! Of course, I should have guessed. I should have known. A good son would have known. So yeah, the two that, like, of course, I've read are Tokyo Ghoul, Tokyo Ghoul Re. The only two that I actually like have read start to finish. And then One Piece, which actually has a score of 6, because I don't like manga. Tokyo Ghoul having a score of 8 is only because it's in manga form. It would be a 10, but I just don't vibe with manga. Like One Piece's anime would easily be like an 8 or a 9. I don't know if I have it on my Annie list. I'll have to double check. But yeah, not the biggest fan of manga. We'll say that. Say that's where it sits. We have an imposter among One Piece.
Are you okay?
TG, this is very true. Also, Matt, thank you for the bit, by the way. I don't know if I gave you a thank you. And Fearless, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're going to enjoy the stream. With that said, folks, we are going to go ahead and start this off by talking about the anime list. Jojo reads. Pfft. Evil. All right. See, y'all are already on that bullshit. I said, like, they have full permission to roast me, and already chat's like, good, we will destroy him. Already. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through my list of shows, and you're gonna see the scores. This is gonna be rough. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and sort by, we'll sort by title. Let's sort by title. Okay, so here at the top, shows we're watching. We have Akudama Drive sitting at about a score of 8 out of 10. I've seen 9 episodes out of 12. I still have to finish up soon. I will try to finish soon. No promises. But yeah, gonna finish Akudama Drive hopefully soon. Titan, 4 episodes out of 16 ready. Oh, there's gonna be 16. I assume it's gonna be a split core. But yeah, that's sitting at about an 8. Heaven Official's Blessing sitting at about a 7. Higurashi sitting at about an 8. Hit Mike sitting at about a 7. I like Hit Mike, but I might be the only one who would score it higher than a 6, but I love it. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, which is very happily sitting at about a 9. Very close to a 10, honestly. I friggin' love Kaisen. But going through the list here, listo. Let's go ahead and scroll down a wee bit. We got 91 Days with a 7. We have A Place Further Than the Universe with an 8. I actually am kind of surprised that A Place Further Than the Universe only has an 8, because I remember it being really good. I must have a reason for not giving it a 9. It probably deserves a rewatch. But yeah, like I said, a little surprised. A little surprised. Because again, I haven't looked at this. I haven't looked at like the scores in a while. You guys know, or at least those of you here likely know. I don't know about YouTube. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you didn't know, I do update my Annie list regularly, but not the scores. I actually update my favorites list, which we will get to in a second. But my favorites list actually has a list of my top 300 characters, and they're sorted in order. I update that at least once a season. I update that list with new characters from new shows and stuff like that, and it is in order. Mind you, the difference between like one character's position and another is like 0.00001% of like love or hate, because I also list some characters that I love to hate on that list, because that also makes them a favorite. But yeah. But yeah, wow, Angels of Death with a 7. Listen, Angels of Death is dope. I don't care what anybody says. I thought that Angels of Death was super cool. How do you rank 300 in order? Do we want to... You know what? I will show you my top 300 in a bit. We will go over my top 300. Don't you worry. You will see. You will see. Aka 13 Territory Inspection Department regards. The OVA was fantastic. Great return to form. I loved it. I just wish it was a full series. But it was really, really solid. Air Gear with about a 6. Air Gear is pretty damn enjoyable. So to me, a 6 is like, it's fun. Like, it's alright. Give it a watch. Like, that's a 6. A 5 is like, it's alright. You can skip it. Whereas a 5 is like it's alright. You don't have to watch it. Whereas a 6 is, it's alright. You should watch it. Like, it's that slight difference, right? That's slightly above. Jojo's gonna geek out about his 300 characters again. Just you wait. I do this at least once a season. You gon' get it again. Al Noah Zero Season 1. Easy 8. Very easy 8. I loved Season 1. You'll notice that the first of, like, the lowest scoring things is Al Noah Zero Season 2 out of 3. Which is, like... Yeah, that is rough. Actually, you know what? Before we begin... Let's do a poll. We're going to do a poll here. Because we're still early into the list. We can still change it up. Sort by. And we'll do... let's see here. We'll do sort by title. Or sort by score. And I will let chat decide. Because I'm not really against either or. But whatever you guys want to see, we can either go sort by title or score, and then I'll let you guys decide. But yeah, it's Al Noah Zero Season 2 was probably the most aggravating, soul-crushing thing I've ever had to see. It was absolutely, absolutely insane. How trash that was. Why are Beastars and Banana Fish not a 10? That seems a bit off to me. because in both cases the animation's not as good as it could be. Like with Beastars, it's still 3D and it does look wonky, and with Banana Fish, there are moments where I feel like the animation kind of hurts it. But overall, they're two of my favorite shows of all time. Like, it's just that the animation on both of those isn't like exactly where it could be. They both kind of have like a similar issue for me. Sort by score, they say. Okay, so sort by score. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go sort by score. And we'll go in descending order here. Jojo hates 10s. Here's a bunch of 10s. I used to hate 10s, it's true, because I didn't believe in anything being perfect, but then I remembered, wait, scores are also subjective. So if you guys have a different opinion to me on these scores, then that's all good. I am going to have a sip of water before we continue. All right. My 10s. I don't have many 10s, but here they are. Aka 13. Absolute, probably the most underrated show I've ever seen. Like, absolutely deserves more praise. Very, very close next to Death Parade as another big, like, underappreciated show. Death Parade definitely deserves more attention and love, just in the same way that Aka does. Both Madhouse shows, I believe, actually. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2. Forever the best season, forever the GOAT season, like, literally the whole, like, the oh my god, holy grail season of Titan, as far as I'm concerned. My favorite show, like, not even just anime, just show. My favorite show of all time, Free, with its best season, and you heard that right, the best season, Free fans. You drive me insane when you guys say Season 1. Let these boys evolve, okay? So, like, Free, like, absolutely has its best season with Dive to the Future.
Buster Wolf!
Oh.
Aka is a 10 for the op alone.
Oh my god, the OP is brilliant. It's so good. I totally agree, Matt. The OP is an absolute banger. Hard agree on Dive to the Future. Hell yeah. But yeah, it's absolutely, like, my favorite. This is not only, like, my favorite show, but it's my favorite season from my favorite show. Like, straight up 10 out of 10. Absolutely perfect. And people think that I'm messing around when I say, like, Free. And it's like, okay, if you think that, you don't know me very well. Because it is, like, the one thing that I could talk about for hours. Which is why I'm going to move on, because otherwise we'll be here for hours. Another 10 out of 10 season of a show, Haikyuu, 3rd season. That's Karasuno versus Shiratorizawa. Easily the best season of the entire show, and that's with To the Top having just come out, which was also absolutely fantastic. But Haikyuu's 3rd season is like, there's something magical about that season. Bubble Pop Kitty, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind, best season of JoJo's. Best season of JoJo's, no question, hands down, easily the best season of JoJo's. It has literally everything that I like about Part 3 and Part 4, and then they just mash them together into what is, again, like I said, the best season of JoJo's. And you can fight me on that. That's just facts. Best season, best cast. For sure, for sure. Mob Psycho, Season 2. Best season of Mob Psycho. Mind you, we only have 2, and Season 1 is also amazing. But, like, yeah, it'd be like that. Mob Psycho Season 2 hits different. It just hits different. Yo, Haikyuu Season 3 was the first time I teared up out of happiness. Honestly, like, I was such an emotional wreck after Season 3 of Haikyuu. Like, it just, like, the pure joy and hype. Ravers, it's unparalleled. At first I wasn't liking Golden Wind, but those characters grew on us. Amazing season. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Smire. I'm glad to hear that. Pandora, thank you so much for the hydrate. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Another 10 out of 10. Steins Gate, easily still probably one of my favorite sci-fi series of all time. Not even just in terms, like, even going beyond the realms of anime, it's just, like, easily one of my favorite sci-fi series of all time, if not my favorite sci-fi of all time. I'm not like the biggest sci-fi guy, but Steins Gate just hits different. You'll notice like all the 10s just hit different. And Steins Gate is absolutely up there. I have a great love and affinity for Steins Gate. Okabe is probably one of my favorite protagonists. Kurisatina, absolutely fantastic. Mayuri, obviously best girl. Yeah, Steins Gate, absolutely fantastic. I feel similarly about Mob. It took me till season 2 to really like it nearly as much as other people. Oh, that's interesting, Diaz. I liked it from the jump. I just thought Mob 2 it had just improved in every way. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'll stay here for a while. Hey, Bishi, you are welcome here. This list of anime so far is solid. Don't worry, I'm sure you guys will find something to rip me apart for soon. I binged Haikyuu just because everyone was hyping up season 3 to no end. That's true. It was very hypoo. My favorite anime of 2019, The Promised Neverland, easy 10 out of 10 for me. Is it the most well animated thing, which is something I gave Banana Fish and Beastars shit for? No, but it's also not poorly animated either, right? And the art is brilliant. Like, everything about this show, at least this first season, because season 2 is around the corner. So if you're watching this in the future, maybe this is changed. I doubt it. I don't think this will change to a possible season 3. But everything about this show is absolutely brilliant. I adore these characters. Again, I'm anime only, and I didn't really know too many spoilers for the series, so I went in mostly blind, and there were so many moments, and I'm not going to spoil them, but so many moments that just shook me to the core that I just was not prepared for. Absolutely, like, the most brisk 12-episode watch I had seen in a long time. And just, like, it's so fantastic. Absolutely brilliant series. Made me a Cloverworks, like, diehard fan. I love, like, anything with Cloverworks I will watch because of this one show. Moving on, the final 10 out of 10, Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. Oh my god. Vinland Saga is probably, again, like, even though it's like twice as long as Promised Neverland, that's another series that's just a brisk watch. Like, I could like throw on a couple episodes and like I'd lose track of where I was because it's just so brilliant. Like, I would just get immersed in it. I need season 2. Same, Green. Same. Vinland, like, and it's funny too because like you just grow to care so much about like Ashlad, or Askeladd, as the comment section was always so quick to remind me. But they call him Ashlad in the show, so I call him Ashlad. And his name literally means lad of ash. So I was like, he's Ashlad. Like, you grow so much to care about Ashlad. Thorfinn is like such a little shit, but you get it, and like you understand why. The final episodes are hauntingly beautiful. Like, the whole show is hauntingly beautiful, and it has so much to say about what is a warrior, which I hear we're gonna get even more into in season 2. Which I do hear is a lot slower and less action-packed and more of like a character deep dive into Thorfinn, which I'm excited for. But yeah, I'm very much hyped up for another season of Vinland. Easily one of like the strongest premieres I'd seen in a long time. Vinland Saga is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Ashlad's one of the best characters I've seen. I agree, Smire. I totally agree. Haven't finished it yet, but I keep hearing great things. It's super good. It's super, super good. Oh yeah, Vinland Saga, the show where the role of the protagonist is a hot potato between Ashlad and Thorfinn. That's very true. Season 2 is said to have original material by the author, so we'll see if that happens. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, we're getting into the 9s. The 9 out of 10, where like there was just one little itsy bitsy mistake that kept it from a 10 out of 10. And we're starting strong with Astral Lost in Space, one of the best shonen series Or at least, I guess, sort of shonen series. Another top contender for easily one of my favorite sci-fi anime. In the same sort of regards as Akka, easily one of the most underrated shows. And the thing too is, like, when you talk about Astra and somebody's seen it, you get the same reaction, right? Because, like, it's rare to have somebody else who has seen Astra. So whenever I get to talk about Astra, the other person's like, yeah, and I'm like, heck yeah, like, because it flew under the radar, which is criminal. It's so good. It's so brilliant. I love it. I'm gonna have to start going through these a lot quicker, because, like, how many minutes are we at? We're like 20 minutes in. I'm gonna have to start kind of speeding through these. But Astra, brilliant. But you ever think about Astra's premise? It's quite literally Among Us the anime. Bad take. I mean, it is, but bad take. Damn, the asshat who spoiled Astra's. I know, that was so disappointing. I remember the whole, like, when we were making those videos, everyone who watched them were like, no. Like, I remember that day, like, when that got spoiled, because I had to make the video explaining that I got spoiled, and all the comments were just like, no. That was really sad. That was super sad. But yeah, okay, yeah, we got to be a little bit brisker going through these. So yeah, Astra 9 out of 10. Attack on Titan season 3, 9 out of 10. Easily 9 out of 10, because that's the season that has Kenny in it, and Kenny is the best antagonist in the whole show. Don't at me, you know it's true. Banana Fish, like, that's the pace that we're going from now on, just so you know. Banana Fish, easy 9 out of 10. One of the most emotional stories I have ever borne witness to. I cannot believe that Evan and Animac were trying to tell me that these two are not the gayest. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know if they're being serious or not, but this is so clearly like whether or not you want to ship them or not doesn't matter. Like, Ash and Eiji are soulmates in every sense of the term. Whether you want to accept that or not is up to your own insecure masculinity. That's what I'll say. Next up, Beastars. Beastars is, like, without a doubt, the show that probably turned many people into furries if they were not already. I am not a furry, but, which I feel is most people talk about how much they like Beastars. I'm not a furry, but almost became one because of Beastars. Almost did. It is so good, and Lugosi is the purest boy of all time. Absolutely love Lugosi with all of my being. Wise words, Ash Eiji is the truth. It is the truth, man. It'd be like that. Hell yeah. Beastars is amazing, and I'm not a furry. This is like saying Julia Richard is... That's like saying Julia Richard is a gay. Exactly, Diaz. Exactly. It's like, can nobody read subtext anymore? Is that just a lost art form or something? What the hell? Anyway. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 2. Again, another candidate for one of my all-time favorite series, like, ever. It's just... There's parts of it that drag. I will admit this. Like, there's parts of it that drag. Kisa, I swear to God. I feel like I want to put that in the thumbnail or something. Just came out of lurking just to say, sure, Grandpa, tell yourself you're not a furry. Kisa, I swear to God. Kisa, everybody, best mod. Sorry, Matt. Bungo Stray Dogs, hell yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs. The best season of Bungo Stray Dogs by far. Has my favorite favorite villains, favorite cast. It's totally brilliant. I love Bungo Stray Dogs. Best character this season was a tie between Fitzgerald and Oda. Bungo Stray Dogs season 2 is absolute fire. Peak. I demand we get English authors. And when I say English, I don't mean American, because that's what we got in season 2. I mean, I want, like, British authors to be the characters next season, like, to be the next antagonist. I want that really bad. That's what I want. Next up, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. I believe most of the hatred for Yaiba has died down, so I feel comfortable talking about this as a 9 out of 10 show again. Another one of my favorites of all time, and I know that it's recent. Like, a lot of these shows, you can tell, are recent. But that's because I'm not, like, I don't really want nostalgia to blind me. So, yeah, wait, it got hate? Oh, Pandora Raven, you sweet summer child. Yeah, Demon Slayer got hate because it was so popular. So, like, I find the furry art style of Beastars off-putting even now. I couldn't rate it that highly because for that reason. Bruh, that is the weirdest take. Elliot, my friend, I don't know about that take. That's a weird take. But yeah, Demon Slayer, yeah, was hated because it became so popular. I mean, the movie beats Spirited Away in Japan. I know, I'm shocked. But yeah, Demon Slayer is popular for a reason. It's fucking lit. Like, pardon my French, but like, it's brilliant. Like, the cast is brilliant, the animation is brilliant. Do I care for it as much as, say, a certain other series right beside it? I don't care about their characters as much, you know, like, I care about the main quartet, but outside of that, not really. Muzan's cool, but, like, I don't care, like, he's not as much of a cool antagonist to me as, say, a show that might be right beside it. Because I remember these two got compared a lot, because they were both shows that were like Shonen Jump shows that were coming out at the same time or the same year. They got compared a lot, and while it is like neck and neck for me, I would have to give the nod to this show, Dr. freaking Stone. Dr. Stone takes the shonen formula. I've said this before, right? The new big three for me would be Dr. Stone, Demon Slayer, and then Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are like the new big three for me. Because Demon Slayer perfects the shonen genre. Dr. Stone flips it on its head, and then Jujutsu Kaisen goes in a really different direction with it, like a really dark and interesting direction. So they're all doing something with the shonen formula. And Stone just flips it on its head in such a way that, like, I was not prepared for. The music is absolutely brilliant. It's done by one of my favorite composers, Kato. You got, like, an amazing main character. Senku is, like, no joke. You guys know who, you could probably already guess who I voted best protagonist in the Annie Awards. Now, that said, Senku still best protagonist in any shonen story for me. Like, Senku is brilliantly handled because he feels like he should have been a villain in another story, you know what I mean? Senku is a brilliant protagonist. I love I love the village characters. They're brilliant. I love them, like Crone and Rui and all them. Kohaku is brilliant. Ginro and Kinro are hilarious. And then you get Taiju, who is like, I miss him so much, right? Like, he's brilliant. And friggin' Tsukasa, man. Easily one of my favorite antagonists from a shonen series. I love Tsukasa, and I love the what is it? The Kingdom of Might, like, I believe he called it. Like, I can't wait for season 2. It's gonna be so good. Next up, a movie on this list. How peculiar. I have to maybe duck my head out of the way a little bit. Dr. Stone, Dragon Ball Super Broly. The best anime movie of all time. I'm not even fucking with you. I mean, I kind of am. But, like, I also am kind of not. I don't watch many anime movies. So that's probably why I say that. But, Dragon Ball Super Broly... Oh.
Demon Slayer did dethrone Spirited Away in the movies and One Piece in the mangas. So it must be doing something good.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it, Matt. I agree. And thank you so much for the bit, my dude. I appreciate it. I watched Dr. Stone mostly in dub because... in dub only because them long-winded explanations are a tad too much. I can't watch dubs anymore. I just can't. I just can't. It's too weird. Like, it's just not my thing. But it's not even like I'm just like a weeb for Japan. Like, I can't watch anything. Like, if it's made in a specific language, like that TV show Dark that came out a while ago, I knew people who, like, watched it dubbed, and I was like, no, like, watch it in German. You know what I mean? Like, it was made in German, so watch it in German. Like, I can't watch things out of their native language anymore. I just can't do it. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super Broly took a character who was such a joke and like a nothing character and made them fucking amazing. And I still play Broly in fighters because of it. So like absolutely fantastic. I love Broly. They actually managed to make... Oh, thank you so much. One Lucky Dragon. Appreciate the follow. They actually managed to make Broly like a fun and interesting character. And they actually managed to make Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue cool, like by throwing Gogeta in blue. And honestly, and this could be controversial, I think he looks better in blue. If I'm super honest, I think Gogeta looks better in blue. The best version of Frieza is in this movie. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it to pieces. Next up, Free Season 1. Oh, the chat is blocking Free. All right, so we'll just stop here. So Free Season 1, easily a 9 out of 10. Again, another contender for like a super strong first impression type of season. I love the growth for Rin. Rin is one of my, I won't spoil where he's ranks, but Rin Matsuoka is one of my top favorite characters of all time. I love Rin so much. And there's just something about Rin that I think hits super hard. His whole arc, not just over the course of season 1, but like throughout the rest of the show is great, but particularly in season 1, it's brilliant. Makoto is my fucking husband. He's my husbando. I love him so much. And Haru is like one of the goofiest and yet somehow endearing main characters in a slice of life slash sports series, because it does become a sports series as it goes, but Free very much starts slice of life and then becomes a sports series, especially by the time we get to Dive to the Future. Holy shit. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Fruba Season 1. Oh my god, Season 1. Oh my god, Fruits Basket Season 1. It is my favorite shoujo of all time. Like, it is, and we're not even done yet, and I'm already very comfortable saying that. Rin arc still better than the Sosuke and Hiyori thing. I don't know if I'd go that far, Diaz. I don't know if I'd go that far. I wouldn't say Rin... I would say Rin's arc is the best, but I don't know if I would say, like, significantly better than Sosuke's or Hiyori's. Sosuke, I think, is of, like, the baddies turned, like, antagonist character turned good character. I would say that, Ikuya has a really I think Ikuya is the second best, then Sosuke, then Hiyori. But in season 3, you get two. You get Hiyori and Ikuya, which is like crazy to me. But yeah, what season 1 over 2? What are we talking about? Are we talking about season 1 of Fruba or season 1 of Free? Because if it's season 1 of Fruba versus season 2 of Fruba, I still think season 1 hits just because you don't expect it to take the turn it does. By season 2, you're expecting it to take the turns that it's taking. Whereas season 1 is like, whoa, what? I can't believe they went there. That's crazy. That, like, I would nudge it slightly above, but I'm kind of, like, I like, if it shows up where I think it's going to be, then I would bump season 2 up to a 9. If it's not a 9 already, then yeah, I would bump it up to a 9. Haikyuu to the top, part 2. Easy 9. Easy 9. Part 2 of To the Top is probably where we get like the most hype, but I would say all of To the Top is brilliant. Particularly, again, if we're talking main characters, holy crap, man. Like, Hinata has grown. Hinata is like, you know what? In fact, fuck that. All the Karasuno characters are the type of characters who, like, you watch on screen and you're like, I raised that boy. Which is funny because, you know, Kaguya reference. In fact, I see Kaguya on this list already. But like that's and that was also the volleyball episode of Kaguya too. But you get that feeling like I raised that boy. You know what I mean? Like when Hinata gets like all the moments he gets this season, I'm like, that's my fucking boy. Like I get all emotional. I'm like, those are my boys. Like, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna be doing some reactions, and I wish I did reactions to Haikyuu back, like, when it was still airing. Because I wish I could have gotten the, like, those are my boys! Or, like, those emotions out. Because I was literally saying that to myself. But yeah, again, we gotta get a hustle. We gotta get a move on. We gotta hammer through this. We got so much to go. Hyoka. Easy 9 out of 10. One of my favorite KyoAni shows of all time. Made me fall in love with KyoAni in general. I wish we would get a season 2. It's probably been too long. But God, do I wish we got a season 2. JoJo's Part 4. Impeccable season. Like, don't let what I said about Golden Wind detract from Diamond is Unbreakable. Okay? Because, like, yes, Golden Wind is my favorite, but Diamond is Unbreakable is friggin' amazing. And it has more Jotaro, which is great by me. And Joseph's in it too. And controversial opinion time. Here we go. My favorite JoJo. Josuke is far and away my favorite JoJo. Easily my favorite JoJo. I friggin' love Josuke. Josuke, yeah, I stand by that. Josuke is my favorite JoJo. Hands down, no question, easy pick. I love Joseph, but Josuke is all the quirkiness of Joseph without cheating on his wife. No, I should say that. It's not. That's not why I like him more than Joseph. It's just there's something more endearing to me about Josuke. Whereas I love Joseph for many reasons, right? There's not a Joestar that I don't like. Even Jonathan, and I know people give Jonathan shit, but even Jonathan's great. There's not a Joestar I dislike. It's just Josuke is the one that I found myself the most attached to. I have to have a quick sip. From what I understood, there's not enough material for where the show ends for season 2. Don't know why KyoAni never made a movie for it, though. That at least makes more sense. But yeah, I agree, where it's like, you should have made a movie. Like, to me, it's like, I want them to end up together. Like, that's the one thing about slice of life that I hate, is that you don't see what happens, right? Because you're only getting a slice of their life, you know? You're not getting the full cake. You're getting a slice of their life cake thing. But yeah, like, I want to know, like, I just want those two to get together, those wacky kids. But yeah, I want them to make it. So yeah, one day, Hyoka. I would love to see Josuke come back. But from what I gather, I don't think that happens. And don't spoil me, JoJo readers, but, like, I don't think we see Josuke again. At least not in the, like... I'm veering into manga territory. I'm not going to continue that. But I like... Part 8, that's all I'll say. But, like, you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't quite count. Pardon me. But JoJo, we wouldn't have Part 4 if it wasn't for Joseph cheating. That's true. Oh, Susie Q probably whooped his ass. You know she did. All right, next up. Move my big dumb head out of the way. Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 2. Far superior. Far superior to Season 1. Oh my god, it ain't even close. Like, Season 1 has the fireworks scene, which is great. But, like, Love is War Season 2. And I don't know if that's a controversial opinion or not. I don't think so. But Love is War Season 2... far superior to Season 1. One of the funniest shows I think I've ever seen is Love is War Season 2. Like, one of the funniest shows. And I think because they already introduced you to most of the main cast. Like, it's the most, like, and this does what I wish more comedies would do. And I do hear, like, Gintama does this, but listen, man, your boy not a Gintama fan. I'm sorry. Not a Gintama fan from what I've seen. Likely will never be one. I'm sorry, I know. But, like, and I know Gintama does this, because every time I mention this, people are like, but Gintama does do this. I know, I'm sorry. Just not a fan. That said, it does what more comedy should do, which is, it takes itself seriously when the opportunity arises. Everything with Ishigami this season fucking hits hard, right? Like, everything with Ishigami hits so hard, and you care because you've laughed with him. You know what I mean? You've already shared such, like, goofy moments with Ishigami, so to see him be vulnerable, it catches you off guard, and you're like, not my fucking boy. You know what I mean? Like, you get angry with What's-Her-Face, right? Like, I got pissed with What's-Her-Face, and everyone's like, oh, she probably had her reasons. No, fuck her. She insulted our boy, and I will have none of that. Like, that's exactly what I mean. And Miko, best like introduction to it. Like, you know how like every second season will always introduce a new character? Miko is such a brilliant introduction because she gels so perfectly with the cast. Like, so perfectly with the cast. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. That's probably why I like Fullmetal Panic Fumofu so much, because it was a slice of life spinoff from a serious show. That's actually that's interesting. I've never got into Fullmetal Panic, but I do know that Fumofu is like a more goofy slice of life spinoff, and I always thought that was really interesting. Season 2 is a great upgrade. I definitely Season 2 is an amazing upgrade. It is like far superior to Kaguya Season 1 in every regard. Not that Kaguya Season 1 is bad. It's just it is not anywhere near as funny nor endearing. Nor as many close calls. Like, this is easily, like, the most close calls, like, is Kaguya-sama, Season 2. Speaking of funniest shows I've ever seen, Konosuba Season 2. You can tell that I'm not the biggest fan of Season 1 shows, because the Season 1 shows, like I said, like, take so long to introduce all the characters, whereas, like, Season 2 onwards are always superior in a lot of regards. Obviously, some exceptions, but yeah, Konosuba Season 2 is so funny. Like, so funny. And again, it will be serious when it needs to be, though it doesn't quite do it as often as Kaguya does. Like, the end of Season 2 is brilliant. The end of the movie is also brilliant. Do I have the movie on here? I don't know if I listed the movie on here. I feel bad if I didn't, because it should be a 9. But yeah, Konosuba's frigging hilarious. This was like the show that made me laugh at isekai, and then also opened the door and was like, nah man, isekai is friggin' rad. And this is when I got over my haterade and jumped on the isekai bandwagon. And here I am. This train has no brakes. La Latina. Laid Back Camp, easily my favorite slice of life show. Well, at least one of my favorite slice of lives. It might be my favorite slice of life, if I'm super honest, because I don't really consider Hyoka a slice of life. Hyoka's more of like a mini mystery, right? It is a slice of life, but it's also like a mystery show. I think Laid Back Camp does the slice of life better, and Laid Back Camp feels like eating a warm bowl of chicken soup. You know what I mean? Like, it's rejuvenating. It's warm and comfortable. Especially, it's like warm chicken soup on a chilly day. When you're nice and warm, you're inside, you got a blanket around you, and a warm cup of chicken soup. You know what I mean? And maybe like a cup of tea right beside you. And you got your Snuggie, and you're just feeling nice and warm and toasty, and you're happy. You're just happy. That is the power of Laid Back Camp. That is the power of Yuru Camp. It's so good. I can't explain why it's so good. You're just gonna have to trust me. I love that Hiding also loves this show, because like we both agree, like it's brilliant. The cast is friggin' amazing. Nadeshiko and Rin in particular are my favorites. Absolutely brilliant. Have you watched March Comes In Like a Lion? Yes. We will get to it as we go. Best Zombie Boy reviews, best Annie list. Oh, Katie, thank you. You're too kind. Warm hot cocoa show, really sweet. That's so true. It is definitely a warm hot cocoa show for sure. I'm back. Where are we now? Welcome back, Ravers. We just finished gushing about Laid Back Camp. We have sorted the thing by score, and we're still going through it. We got to start hammering through. Because we're at the 47-minute mark in terms of like this YouTube side, so we got to start hammering through this. Mob Psycho 100, easy 9. Probably some of the best Bones fights, but not quite as good as Season 2. My Hero Season 2. Wait. Okay. My Hero Season 2 as a 9. One of the best seasons of My Hero. Like, far and away, one of the best seasons of My Hero. Oh, Cheese and Wine. Cheese and Wine. What a brilliant name. Cheese and Wine, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. My Hero Season 2, easily one of the best seasons of the whole show. You get the friggin', you get the sports festival plus the Stain fight. Absolutely brilliant. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Sorry, Kaguya-sama, this is best romance. Like, far and away. The best tournament arc. Yes, that's where you get your tournament arc. Season 2 of My Hero is the only truly great season. Cool, Elliot. I didn't ask. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Easily best romance. ReZero, easily, and I'm sorry, Konosuba, easily best isekai with one of the most fascinating protagonists. That's what I'll say. Spirited Away, 9 out of 10. Best Ghibli movie. Actually, no, that's a lie. I rewatched Castle in the Sky because that was my first Ghibli movie. And yeah, I think Castle in the Sky is actually a little better. Controversial opinion, I know. But yeah, I think I like Castle in the Sky more. Keep in mind, this is subjective, okay? This is my list, not yours. Tower of God, easy 9. One of my favorite shows this year. Tower of God is great. I fucking love Bam. Kun is best boy. Rachel is worst girl in the best possible way. Yuri on Ice, I have the figures. I'm looking at them. I love this show. I have Victor's sweater. When I still did webcam, when I was still on webcam for these streams, I would wear Victor's sweater. You guys have seen me in it. I love this show. I have Yuri on Ice socks, for God's sake. I love Yuri on Ice. It's brilliant. Place Further in the Universe already went into. Aka already went into. I'll Know Zero already went into. Attack on Titan. This and Free. So the Free up here, Titan down here, were the two shows that I hold very close to my heart because these two were the shows that got me into watching anime weekly, which would have eventually lead us all the way to this moment right here. Literally, without these two shows, I would not be in front of you right now, which is kind of insane. So I very much hold Titan and Free in very high regard. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 3. We're into the 8s now. We're into 8s now. Okay, yeah, we're into 8. So Yuri on Ice was the last 9, and we're into 8. So Place Further in the Universe is 8. Aka's 8. I'll Know Zero 8. Titan 8. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 3 is an 8. Fyodor is another super strong contender for Best Villain. Has one of the best flashback arcs. Super, super good. Chuya Love is very strong this season. Let's see. Burn the Witch. Probably the best, like, surprise sequel, I suppose we'll say. It's nice to see, like, the world of Bleach opened up into such a weird way. I don't know. Everything about Burn the Witch I loved. And it's just nice to see, like, this sort of big return to form. So, yeah. I really enjoyed Burn the Witch. And Nini is the best. I'm sorry, I know everybody likes other girl. I don't remember her name. Nini's the best. I fucking love Nini. Oh boy, here's where we're gonna get in controversial opinions. Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion, R2, 8. Somewhere Caster and Animek are rolling around because it got an 8. And I'm sure people are gonna start thinking that 8 is a bad score. Okay, 10 out of 10 is a show that I consider absolute masterpiece to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, absolute masterpiece. I ignore the faults. 9 is like, there's one thing that maybe screws it up, but I still consider it basically a masterpiece, right? Like, 9 is basically a masterpiece, but there's this one hiccup. 8 is, this show is amazing, but there's stuff about it that kind of makes it hiccupy occasionally. That's an 8. You don't think Code Geass is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece with no flaws? That is technically a controversial opinion. 8 is a great score. I did give it a 9. See, yeah, Smire knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, 8 is still a great score. 8 is like 8 means I would still rewatch this. Like, if it got an 8, I would still happily rewatch this. So, yeah, anything with an 8, I would rewatch in a heartbeat. So, yeah, Code Geass, R2, my favorite season of Code Geass. The best ending in all of anime of all time. Straight up. Bebop. Fun fact about Bebop, I refused to watch the final episode for a really long time because I did not want to say goodbye. Which is like the dopiest shit ever, but it's true. I did not want to say goodbye. So I refused to watch the last episode. And then I did. And I should not have done that because it broke my heart. No, I should have. It's understandable, relatable. Yeah, it was rough to say goodbye to Bebop. And it took me years. Like, it took me a long time to watch the last episode of Bebop. Danganronpa. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, huh? What? Why? And I was like, oh, Despair arc. That makes more sense. The Despair arc is the best arc. Flashback. Bang. Oh, stop, Matt. Stop it. Stop. Oh, I'm so sad. But yeah, end of Hope's Peak Academy, Despair arc. The best part of season 3. Or Danganronpa 3. I guess it's not technically season 3. But Danganronpa 3. Yeah. Oof. People refuse to watch Avatar. The Avatar play recap episode for that reason. That's fair. But yeah, Danganronpa 3 Despair arc is the best part of 3 because Danganronpa 3 is kind of a mess. But Despair arc is brilliant. Death Note, easy 8. Absolutely easy 8. How many times have I rewatched Death Note? I do not know. I think I only listed it as twice because I really don't know. But I would probably rewatch it right now. How many episodes is it? Death Note is 37 episodes. It doesn't feel like it. Death Note's brilliant. It's what talentless Nana attempted to be, but was unfortunately talentless at being. But yeah. Oh yeah. We'll get to talentless Nana. Don't you worry. But yeah. Devilman Crybaby. Easy 8. This is the sole exception. This is the sole exception to the, like, 8 is a show that I think is amazing and would happily rewatch whenever. I think Devilman Crybaby is amazing. I will never rewatch this. Because holy shit. This is traumatizing. I'm still messed up. Like, Somebody just scored. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's a Canadian thing. Don't worry about it. Canadians have sirens that go off when their favorite team scored. Even all the way out in Frostmire, which is so far north, I can see polar bears watching the hockey game. But yeah, Devilman Crybaby was my first anime. Bro, trademark, I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, I'm not, because it's like, Devilman Crybaby is friggin' amazing. Devilman Crybaby is messed up. I've rewatched Devilman like 3 times. Like, oh, dude, Devilman's super good. Also, welcome for you. Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball. There are some days where I feel like I would actually rank OG Dragon Ball as more of a 7. Just because I don't really have the incentive to go back and rewatch it. Because an 8 is a show that I thought was good, has flaws, but good enough to earn a rewatch. I don't know if I'd really go back and rewatch Dragon Ball in the same way that I'd go back and watch Z, you know? Maybe that's not true though, because like that's the this is you're watching in real time the inner debate where it's like maybe I would though, because like the tournaments are great, right? Like the actual hand-to-hand combat in Dragon Ball is arguably better than Z in a lot of regards. But yeah, Dragon Ball easy 8. Dragon Ball Z, this, Pokemon, and Digimon were the shows that got me into anime. There's another show that we will get to that got me back into anime after many years of trying desperately to hide the fact that I liked anime when I was in high school because I was trying to be cool. Those were bad times. But I secretly still watched Dragon Ball because my school still thought that Dragon Ball was kind of cool. There were shows that I got to watch during my time where I was pretending that I wasn't into anime. They were Dragon Ball, because I could rewatch Dragon Ball, because people thought Dragon Ball was cool. Death Note, because people thought Death Note was cool. And Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad, because it played on Much Music, which is the Canadian version of MTV. And people thought it was super cool. But yeah, those were like the only shows I could watch. And then eventually I met a good group of friends who introduced me to the wonderful world of anime again through another show that we will get to. And I even had a cosplay of it because they asked me to be part of a cosplay group. It was it's I don't know. Like, it was a dark time, shall we say. But yeah, another show got me back into anime, and then I was really hooked by Titan and Free, which got me to watch it weekly. But there's another show that we'll get to that brought me back. Even if I might not rewatch it, it's still the show that brought me back, and I will forever respect it for that. That said, it wasn't Dragon Ball, but I still got to watch Dragon Ball throughout my whole life. That's why I care about it so much. I love Dragon Ball. It's been with me basically my whole life, and will likely continue to be with me, even if the Dragon Room, because Toriyama's not the only one who makes Dragon Ball anymore. I don't know if I'm shocking anybody by saying that. But yeah, even if the Dragon Room decides they're done with it, I will always come back to rewatch it, because Dragon Ball is the best. No, you're right. OG DB's fights are 10 out of 10. Okay, see, Kisa knows me, so I'm like, okay, I'm glad that I'm Kisa reaffirming that. Good stuff. Dragon Ball Z Bardock, the father of Goku. Back when Bardock was actually cool. If you guys were here for me, like, reacting to playing Bardock in Fighters, because I did not know he went Super Saiyan in that. This is back when Bardock was just a Saiyan. You know, like, he was just a guy, and he was a bad dude, but he could see the future. And this is probably I would say that this is the best special, but that'd be lying, because the best special is actually Trunks. The history of Trunks is the best special. But this is the second best special, and there was only 2. And they're technically canon, so whatever. Although Bardock, the father of Goku, is no longer canon, I think? Debatable. It kind of is and it kind of isn't. It's weird. Battle of Gods, amazing movie. Amazing movie. Brought Dragon Ball back in such a big way. Amazing movie. I'm back. Have you seen Vinland Saga? I have, Bakadere. Vinland Saga is 10 out of 10. There it is up there. We covered it already. Erased, easy 8 out of 10. Happily would rewatch it. It's canon if you ignore most of Minus. Yeah, but even the beginning of Broly is like, nah, fam. Like, Bardock was like a nice guy. And I'm like, no, I don't like that. But anyway, Erased is awesome. The big hiccup is that friggin' ending, which is like, ooh, that was rough. That said, I don't know why people thought this was a mystery. It never was. Like, I don't understand why people thought that Erased was a mystery. Like, to me, I'm like, it was always very clearly a thriller, not a mystery, so I don't know why people thought it was a mystery. That was weird. But yeah, Erased, top tier. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works Season 1 and 2, right back to back. You'll love to see it. Yeah. I would say this is my only real dive into Fate. Oh, well, Ride, don't you worry. I will hydrate right now. Bakadere, don't worry. We will go through the list as we go. And then, don't ask now, because ask later. Because, then we'll go through the list together. But yeah. The only real dives into Fate that I've had have been Unlimited Blade Works, and I'm very okay with that, because I saw so many people were like, no, you have to watch Fate Zero or you won't get it, and I'm like, nah. And I just did, and it's fine. I've still only seen, the first episode or 2 of Fate Zero. I'll finish it eventually. But nah, Unlimited Blade Works is just dope. It's you don't need to watch. I mean, you should, because I hear it's amazing, Fate Zero, but you don't need it to watch this. You don't need to see any other Fate to see this. I perfectly understood everything that was happening. It wasn't that hard. I started with Stay Night. It was hard to watch. Darn. Yeah, I would say that you can watch this. I had a perfectly fine time understanding everything. It didn't seem too complicated. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children complete. If you're going to watch Advent Children, for the love of God, watch Complete. Because Complete is a totally different movie with only slightly altered scenes. They fixed it. Because regular Advent Children is confusing and weird. Complete, I think maybe only adds 10 minutes of scenes, but it perfectly explains everything. And it's just fun. It's just a pure hype fun movie. And if you watch the Sephiroth reveal, most of the stuff that happened in that Sephiroth reveal for Smash Brothers comes from this. So that's insane. And I have rewatched it. I have rewatched it. Okay, I've definitely rewatched it more than once. I gotta change that later. How many times? Yeah, that's also got you. There's like a little like rewatch sign, and I've definitely rewatched Death Note more than once, and I've definitely seen Advent Children more than once. I gotta fix that. Food Wars. Arguably the best season of Food Wars is season 1. Arguably, but I do feel kind of comfortable saying that. Free Eternal Summer, also amazing season. This introduces Sosuke, who I love. It also like is like the big there's like the big emotional crux is the fact that like a lot of the guys are old enough where they're gonna be graduating and they have to go away, but not everybody's the same age. So certain characters are going to get left behind, and like, what does that mean? And how that sort of feeling where you're going to have to leave some of your friends behind gets addressed in Eternal Summer, which is, oh, it's so sad, but we're not going to talk too long about it. Fruits Basket season 2. Yeah, we're going to change that. Yeah, we're going to bump that up to a 9. We're just going to go ahead. We're just going to bump that up to a 9. We're just going to go ahead. We're just going to bump that right up to a 9. We're going to do that on the spot. We're just going to bump that right up. Because it's deserved. Because, like, even though I do think that Fruba Season 1 hits harder because it's more of a shock. Like, when things go in a certain direction. Season 2 just explores those more. It is still very interesting. So I'm okay with doing that. I don't know if I'll do that again. We'll see. I don't know. I doubt it. Given, easy 8. One of the best boys love series. Given's an easy 8. Haikyuu season 1, easy 8. Season 2, also easy 8. To the top. I'm actually going to leave To the Top as an 8. It's still really good, and I would rewatch it whenever. But it takes a bit. Like, the second part of To the Top is a little bit better. JoJo's Stardust Crusaders Battle in Egypt. This is the second half of Stardust, where you fight the Egyptian gods. Or not the gods, like what do they call them? The something gods? I don't remember what they're called. I can't remember what, like, the other characters, what they call, like, that group of characters that they fight by the time they get to Battle in Egypt. Like in Duel and stuff like that. What are they called? The something gods, I don't recall. But, I'm not, I was gonna try to read that, Justice, but that's too much. I have no idea what you're saying there. Like Egyptian god cards. Yes, the Egyptian god cards. Given is thank you so much for the follow, Justice. Given is high for me only because Mafuyu was relatable. Mafuyu is very relatable. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. JoJo's is it's friggin' part 3. It's great. Except for when it's slow, but whatever. Don't worry about it. Kizumonogatari. This is the part where I say something controversial, because you guys might have noticed that I said that Bunny Girl Senpai is the best romance ever, and it's also the best series of its kind. By that, I am including Monogatari. Why do I say that? Because I can only really watch the Kizu films. Because, like an idiot, I started with the Kizu films. That was a friggin' mistake. Because by starting with the Kizu films, even though technically that's the beginning of the timeline, you, like, basically shoot yourself in the foot. Because to go from the Kizu films to the shoddy first season of Monogatari it makes Monogatari almost unwatchable. So, yeah. Not Monogatari's fault. This is my fault. Like, I shouldn't have done that. Because I literally can't watch that show. I was like, no, I can't do it. No, why does it look like butt? Not their fault. My fault. Very dumb. Shouldn't have done that. Mistakes can be corrected. Not that one. Not that one. Also, I don't think Aragaki is as Araragi or whatever the fuck is as entertaining as Sakuta. Don't kill me. I don't find any of the characters, even after watching Kizu, like the Kizu films, none of them I find anywhere near as endearing as any of the bunny girl characters. Please watch. I think you will like it. I promise you I have seen enough of Monogatari to tell you that I will not. I don't think the characters are anywhere near as endearing. Even while watching Kizu, Araragi just kind of bothers me. I don't really like him. Like, if I'm super honest, I don't really like him. Sakuta, I like almost from the jump, even when he's still kind of in his arrogant mode. It's just, yeah, nah. You've barely seen any of the characters if you've only seen Kizu and some of Bake. Again, shall repeat, watch the movies, saw enough of Bake Monogatari to say, don't like it. If you don't like that, I don't like it. Tough. I don't really care. Like, it'd be like that. I'm not gonna get into it. Full stop. I don't like them. I can only speak to the things that I've seen. It'd be like that. Then there's that toothbrush scene. I have seen the toothbrush scene. Yeah. I've seen the toothbrush scene. It'd be like that. Yeah, that toothbrush scene made me go like, I've made the correct decision. I have made the correct decision. Konosuba, season 1. Let's move on. He clearly doesn't want to talk about it. No, Baka, don't talk on behalf of me. I'm good. If I don't want to talk about it, I'll tell you I don't want to talk about it. Konosuba, season 1. Konosuba season 1 is super good. Do I think it's... I meant Monogatari. I know what you meant. If I don't want to talk about a series, I will flat out tell you that I don't want to talk about it. Like, I will move I will tell the chat that I'm done when I'm done. Somewhere Sun is in pain. Sun is disappointed that I did that, right? But he also is like, nah. Like, he doesn't care. Like, which one should I start with? I sort of want to watch Monogatari. Baki Monogatari, please. Don't watch the Kizu films first. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't go there. If you want to watch it, I think Baki Monogatari is the way to start. For sure. And you should. Don't take my disinterest in it to say that this is not a series worth watching. You should. Because I hear so many people, including my boy Sun, whose opinion I trust dearly, who say that it's great, right? It's just not good for me. I don't like it, right? But I encourage you to check it out. So go for it, Kaido. Start with, yeah, like Smire said, start with Baki and then work your way up. Konosuba's great. Anyway, moving on. Love Stage. Fuck you, it's great. Don't care what you say. Love Stage is great. I don't care what anybody says. Love Stage is fantastic. Super cool. I don't know why my character keeps glitching out. Love Stage is brilliant. I don't care what anybody says. I know people have issue with it. There are issues that I can respect. I don't care. It's great. March comes in like a lion. I feel bad that I'm doing this twice, but I'm actually going to bump up season 2 up to 9. That's the second time I've had to do that. Season 1 is great. I love it. Season 2, I think, hits a little bit harder. So, yeah, I will say March comes in like a lion, season 2, 9, but I would rewatch both seasons whenever. That said, kind of like in the same spirit as Devilman Crybaby, March comes in like a lion can be very heavy on the emotions, so like proceed with caution. Oh, this is where we gonna get very controversial. My Hero, season 3 and 4. I'm about to do something possibly controversial and make another adjustment to my score. My Hero Season 3 is an easy 8. Stand by that. My Hero Season 4... I'm gonna bump that shit up to a 9. And I will explain why. It's a 9 because on further investigation of the second half, because I gave it an 8 because I thought the second half was boring. I was stupid and wrong, and I will tell you why. Gentle Criminal is one of the best antagonists the show's had, and he is all over the second half. The first half introduces Mirio, who's the best character the show's had, full stop. Has some of the best emotional moments, has one of the best fights in the whole friggin' show, and you get the Endeavor fight at the end. 9. Easy 9. Easy 9. My love story. Super cute. That's an 8. One more upvote, and we're ending the stream, excluding My Hero Season 4. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I find Deku really annoying. I don't care. That's cool if you do. I do not. He's my precious bean. My next life is a villainess. All routes lead to doom. I love it. I love it. Brilliant. I was so worried that this concept was going to fall flat on its face. I almost want to give it a friggin' 9. I'm not going to, though. I'm not going to bump up any more scores. I stand by the 8. That said, I can easily see it be a 9 if I rewatch it. I agree with Smire. It's such a surprise. Wait, wasn't the Mirio fight infamously the worst fight in the series? What? What? Like, yeah, people bitched, but like people are always gonna bitch. Like, it's really not. Like, I remember people bitching when it happened because people wanted like a full out, like properly animated fight, but most of Bones was too busy working on, like, I agree with Trademark, like, what? Most of Bones was busy working on the Deku fight. And need you forget, Horikoshi gave it 1 panel. Bones gave you 5 minutes. Like, they gave you a fight when there was none. It was Mirio moving, stabbed. That's the fight. Like, that's the fight. Like, people literally showed me the panel, and I'm like, that's it? Like, that, you get a page, man. Like, that's it. So, like, the fact that they gave any amount of shine to Mirio, I'm happy with. That scene still gets me emotional. A fight is more than Sakuga, my friends. A fight is whether or not it speaks to you on an emotional level. Does Sakuga help? You're fucking right, it does. But a fight is if it speaks to you on an emotional level, and it sure as hell did. So that is why My Hero got bumped up. One Punch Man. Easy 8. I friggin' love One Punch Man. It's great. Pokemon 3, the movie. This is Spell of the Unknown. It is the best Pokemon movie. Mind you, I haven't seen all of them, but it's the best of the ones that I've seen because it's basically Silent Hill for kids. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Princess Mononoke. Yeah, that's fair. I'll keep it at an 8. That's okay. I'm okay with that. ReZero. Favorite Ghibli movie. Nice. Good pick. ReZero Season 2. Strong 8. Possible 9, if I'm super honest. Room Camp's an 8. Fuck you. Don't care if it's a short. It's amazing. School Live, also an 8. Super good. I really want to rewatch this soon. I meant to rewatch it this October, and I didn't, and I feel stupid. Let's see. SAO, Alicization. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brings SAO to a whole new level. Brilliant. Loved it. Ancient Magus Bride. Super pretty. Beautiful. Wit. Bringing the thunder. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Forever. My queen. I love Haruhi. Tiger and Bunny. It was doing My Hero before My Hero, and it arguably did My Hero better in its first season. To a degree. My Hero eventually does get better, but, you know, we'll talk about that as we go. As My Hero goes on, it gets better and better, but Tiger and Bunny starts strong and stays strong. Tokenranbu Hanamaru. Probably one of the coziest shows I can think of. Best SAO season for me. Lauren, you know what? I almost want to agree. I will say best season as a whole, but I will say the best arc for me is still Mother's Rosario. Still so good. Let's see. Token Rambu, one of the coziest shows I've ever seen, right up there with Your Camp as one of the most comfortable, cozy shows. I still play Token Rambu. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I still play it. That said, you need a VPN to even play the damn thing, and it's all in Japanese, but I don't care. It's great. Wolf's Rain. Oh, Wolf's Rain. You want to talk about... This is up there again with Devilman Crybaby, where, like, it just hits you in the feels, and it does not let go. It is very heavy. And I don't know if I would rewatch it because it's heavy. I probably will one day, but it's heavy. And that's the last of the 8s. We're getting into the 7s. Okay, rapid fire. Okay, tell you what. From here to the end, one-word responses. Okay, you ready? One-word responses, and I'll respond to the chat as we go. But one-word responses, okay? Okay, maybe not one-word responses. A few word responses. That's a little hard. A few word, like one sentence. That's all I get. I get one sentence to talk about the show, and then if chat mentions it, then I'll talk about it. But if not, then we're gonna move on. 91 Days, dope mobster story. Could have used better animation. Angels of Death had a lot to say about religion and faith and death, obviously, but still very good. Still very good. Again, same situation. Could have used a better wrap-up and a little bit more animation. Aohara Machine Gun, very underrated. Super cute, very fun. Ascendance of a Bookworm starts strong and kind of falters as it goes, but starts strong in Season 2 we'll get into later. Attack on Titan OVA, no regrets, is one of the best parts of Titan as a whole, and it absolutely made me love Levi to death. Attack on Titan Season 2 is a decent comeback, but not quite anywhere, in fact, not even anywhere near as good as Season 3 would end up being. In hindsight, the weakest season of Titan is 2. Beyond the Boundary, super cute. I quite enjoy it. I think it's very fun. Good action series for KyoAni, which is a surprise. Because KyoAni not really known as like an action studio, but very good. Black Butler. Listen, man, I watched this when I was young. And when I got back into anime, I rediscovered it. This is one of the shows that I secretly watched. And I rediscovered it, and it was great. Oh, my keyboard is having a fit. 1 second. Stop having a fit, keyboard. Calm down. Calm the hell down. Okay. Where were we? Okay, yeah, Black Butler. It's where Hot Topic comes from. And sometimes that's a good thing. Black Lagoon. It's probably the swearingest show I've ever seen, and it totally earns it. Bo Furry, again, it is technically a slice of life. This is true, but it's also like a fantasy sci-fi thing, and it's better than you'd think it is. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 1 is actually the weakest season to me, but it's still very strong. Dead Apple is a good continuation, fun story. Code Geass Alusha the Rebellion is like it's listen, it's just not as good as R2. I'm sorry. But it's still very good. It's still very good. Cute High Earth Defense Club Love is super cute, and that's pretty much it, but it does it well. Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak Academy, the Hope arc is a decent ending to the Danganronpa Hope's Peak Academy saga. Danganronpa the animation, I'm actually going to change that to a 6 instead of a 7. It does a decent job at recapping the first game, but it could have did it better. Darling in the Franxx is a 7. It could have been a friggin' 10 if it ended when it should have. And it didn't, and it kept going. But so it drops it down, but it's still a 7 because those early episodes are amazing. Digimon, Digital Monsters. I assume this is just Adventure 1. Yeah, it is Adventure 1. Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 are great. I honestly kind of like Adventure 2 a little bit more. Dragon Ball Super, I don't care what you say. Super is actually a really fun follow-up and is better than GT. A lot better than GT, actually. Dragon Ball Z BoJack, super cool. Like, honestly, a really dope movie. The Dead Zone, same thing, super cool. I like that it's basically the craziness of Dragon Ball Z still mixed with the martial arts aspect and mysticism of Dragon Ball. Very cool. Fusion Reborn, just straight up cool, and it has Pikkon in it, and Pikkon's the best. Fei Zai, aka Non-Human, my favorite donghua of all time. It is technically not an anime, it is a donghua, but it is my favorite donghua of all time. Final Fantasy VII, Last Order, underrated entry into the Final Fantasy VII mythos, but it is very cool. Fist of the North Star, the movie, is probably one of those movies that is like my go-to when I'm sick. If I'm like super sick and I just kind of want a movie to veg out to, Fist of the North Star. It's basically just the show, but recapped as a movie, and it's really good. Fullmetal Alchemist. Keep in mind that you saw Fullmetal Alchemist 03, and that you're not gonna see Brotherhood. But Fullmetal Alchemist is good. I really like it. I love Ed and Al. I love them. They are good people. It's a good show. It's good. Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is... Listen, like, would I have liked a heads up that it was going to be as messed up as it was in the beginning? Yes, I would have liked that. But then the shock wouldn't have been as intense, so I don't know what I would have wanted. That said, Goblin Slayer shocked the shit out of me, and then gave me a nice cup of cocoa and told me everything was going to be okay. I quite like Goblin Slayer. Golden Kamui. Season 1 and 2. I haven't seen Season 3 yet. I feel bad about that, but Golden Kamui, very underrated. Don't worry about the CGI bear. Land vs. Air. Super cool. Super cool entry into Haikyuu. Not as good as the other things, but it's an OVA. What do you want? Hitalia is my guilty pleasure. Same with Paint It White, which is, again, another anime movie that I would hold above many others, and I feel bad about that, but I would. High Speed, Free Starting Days. Might be my least favorite entry in the whole Free series.
One of these days we'll force Jojo to watch Brotherhood even if it kills him.
You can try. I don't know if you will succeed. Free High Speed, so High Speed, Free Starting Days, it's like the prequel. I don't know if it's like, it's good, I like it, it's still fun, but they're not quite the characters that I know and love yet, and like they get so much better as they go. Like all these characters, even the characters that they introduce here, are just far and away better in Season 3. I can't understand what my husband is saying. Is the show that got me and Ku to talk for the first time. Fun fact, this is the show that Ku and I first reviewed way back in the day, and this was what would eventually lead to me to the Kotatsu, which led to me meeting Sun and Sloan, and eventually the Annie Awards and everything that came after. If it wasn't for this show, we probably wouldn't have really spoken. We might have eventually done a crossover, but this was the first step. So I like that. It Invaded. It Invaded is underrated as hell. I almost kind of want to bump it up to an 8. It is super, super friggin' good. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. In fact, fuck yeah. Because 7... Okay, I'm going to bump it up because I'll tell you why. Bump it up to just an 8. I'm going to bump it up, and I know that we said that I got to stop doing that, and I know. But 7 means this was good. I don't know if I'd rewatch it, though. Like, I'm not, or at least I don't ever really plan to go back to it, but I enjoyed my time with it when it was there. Which reminds me that Keijo's there, and we're rewatching it now. And I've actually already rewatched it. But yeah, so I feel like because I would rewatch It Invaded, I would have to kind of put it in 8. Let's see. Inuyashiki, great. Super good. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in a Dungeon? Season 2 is so much better than Season 1. Oh my god. It's brilliant. Isekai Quartet is very funny. But that's also pretty much all it has. And that's all it needed to be anyway. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 1. And I guess that includes Season 2. Part 2. Part 1 and Part 2. If it was just Part 1, it would have been a 6. But it has Part 2. But Part 2 is also held back by Part 1. So 7. Stardust Crusaders, the first half, 7. Kaguya, 7. Keijo, gonna bump that up to an 8. Because it's only fair. I'm rewatching it now. Why won't it go up? There we go. 8. We're gonna bump that. We're just gonna go ahead and bump that up to an 8. Let's see. The Kizu films, 7/7. Yep, that feels right. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This was my first experience with the Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and it was a pretty good entry. I quite enjoyed it. Really captured my attention. Megalobox. The soundtrack is the best part. It is great. Moriarty the Patriot, super good. One of my favorite OPs of the year. Mushishi, super good. I don't know if I'd ever really go back to it, but I really enjoyed my time with it when I saw it. My Hero. This is If it wasn't for the ending, I would almost give My Hero a 6. If I'm super honest. Season 1 of My Hero is, I think, the worst season. It has, the beginning's strong, but then it just is like a whole lot of nothing up until the All Might fight. And then it gets good, and it stays good from there. Like, every season after that is good and, like, super strong. And, like, at its weakest is, like, a 7 out of 10. But, like, yeah, My Hero, like, without that, the first season of My Hero was, like, really rough. I agree with Trademark. It's very slow in the middle. It is very rough. Totoro, 7. It's wholesome. Naruto should be an 8, but I don't know if I'm ever really going to rewatch it, so 7. I enjoyed my time with it. And it does hold the special... It's freaking Naruto, man. I grew up with this shit. It holds a special place with me. Ava... Yeah, Ava's like a 7 because I have no interest in going back and rewatching it, but I also don't think it's that great. If I'm honest, I don't really think it's that great. So it could stay a 7. Noblesse is like a 7. The animation's cool, but I just don't care about anything else. Orenchi no Furojijo. It's goofy and stupid and fun, and I like it. Have you watched Land of the Lustrous? I dropped Land of the Lustrous. Again, don't ask questions. Don't worry. We'll get to it. Orenchi no Furojijo. It'd be like that. Outlaw Star, 7. Overlord Season 2. Overlord is super good. I quite enjoy Overlord as well as like the other isekai, but I don't think it's as good as stuff like Konosuba or ReZero. Pokemon Generations, great. Pokemon Heroes, super good. Origins, super good. Good. Pokemon stuff. XYZ, I really enjoyed. I didn't see Sun and Moon though, sorry. The first movie, super good still. It's a little wonky, but it's still super good. King's Avatar, very fun. MMO Junkie and King's Avatar being right next to each other is kind of cute. Rent-a-Girlfriend's like a 7, but it is the most like traumatic 7 of all time. Like, Rent-a-Girlfriend made me feel like I was going insane. Saga of Tiny the Evil is good. I would love to see more from Saga of Tiny the Evil, but they never really came back with another season. They did that movie, I haven't seen it. Senryu Girl is super cute. Shelter's super good. Soul Eater. Soul Eater is the show that got me back into anime. It is a 7 because I will never go back and watch it again. And the reason for that is because I am terrified that I will not like it. Because I watched Fire Force, it's from the same dude, and I really didn't like Fire Force, and I stuck around for 13 episodes desperately hoping that it was going to get good. It did not. At least for me. I don't enjoy Fire Force, like, at all. It has great animation, but that's it. Whereas Soul Eater is a bone show. And from what I remember, it has some dope fights. And I really love Soul Eater. I do. And it got me back into anime. But I think the version of Soul Eater that's up here in my head is better than it actually was. And I worry about that. Because you don't understand what this show means. It's the show that got me back in. So I never want to dislike it. I never want to get to that point. So, yeah, it's a 7. I enjoyed my time with it. I don't think I remember it highly enough to be an 8, but it's the show that got me back, and I will always love it for that. Luluko. This is the only Trigger show that I like. Every other show by Studio Trigger, I'm not a big fan. And no, I'm not counting Frank's. That's a Cloverworks show. Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online. super good. Better than Sword Art Online 2, if I'm honest. War of Alicization is also super good. Part 1 and Part 2, they're both super good. Tonica is always listless, super fun and quirky. Terror Resonance, spooky and mysterious. I'm gonna do two word answers. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Fun and fun. Idolmaster Side M. Fun and fun. We're just gonna speed through the rest. Balance Unlimited, Trigun's a 7, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the last of the 7s. Okay, so Trigun's a 7, Yu-Gi-Oh! Now we're getting into the 6. I'm not even gonna say anything here. I'm just gonna read them off. So these are all the 6s. If you guys hear anything you want that jumps out at you, let me know. Air Gear 6, Bookworm Season 2, Assassination Classroom, Blood Blockade Battlefront. I should probably explain what a 6 is. So a 6 to me is cool. You should check it out. Right? Like a 6 is a 6 is it's all right. You should watch it. Like that's a 6. Like I'm not saying like it's all right. Like cuz there's two different ways to say it's all right. It's all right and it's all right. You hear the difference in tone? That's the difference. So these are all right. You should check it out. Blue Spring Ride, Code Realize, Cute High Earth Defense Club, Love, which is the 2nd season. The future arc of Danganronpa, and that's generous. We already bumped Danganronpa down. Digimon Adventure Tri, Dororo, Broly, the Second Coming, the Broly, the original Broly. Really? Okay, whatever. I was like, really? The Second Coming? Cooler's Revenge, Resurrection F, Encouragement to Climb, Season 1 and Season 2. I still haven't seen Season 3. I should finish that. The original Advent Children, Third Plate for Food Wars, Free Take Your Marks. Oh, yeah, Free is actually probably... Like, Take Your Marks is probably, like, the least. Because it's just, like, a hype up for Season 3. It doesn't really do much. And then, like, the OVAs for Season 2. Grand Blue Dreaming. I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying Season 2. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon Season 1. Isekai Quartet Season 2. Love Is Like a Cocktail. Naruto Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, which is the greatest title for any movie ever. Naruto Shippuden, which I think still ruffles some jimmies that I like OG Naruto more than Shippuden. But listen, man, I think lately people have been coming around to that. OG Naruto better than Shippuden. Fight me. One Punch Man Season 2. I still think you should check it out. I really don't think it's as bad as people say. Overlord Season 3 is a little rougher than Seasons 1 and 2, but I still think it's pretty good. Pokemon, the original series, Pokemon Forever, Pokemon Advance, Pokemon 2000, Sekoi Boys, Shonen Hollywood, Holly Stage 450. This is one of the first shows I ever talked about on my YouTube channel way back when Animinute was a thing. And the first show that I ever talked about was Bakumatsu Rock. Stars Align, Sword Art Online Season 1, God of High School, The High School Life of Fidanchi, aka me in high school, if I never stopped enjoying anime. Misfit and Demon King Academy. That's not a 6, bro. What? That is easy. I almost want to give you a straight up 8, if I'm honest, but I'm gonna put you in 7. Demon King as a 6 is blasphemy. Tokyo Ghoul is an easy 6. You mean the Annie Awards best show? Whoa! Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome, Ku. Thank you for the raid. Moriocho Radio. Welcome. Well.
Are you okay?
If it isn't the House of Copper Hounds, hello, my friends. Welcome. Ty, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Oh, whoa, the follows. Oh my gosh. Katie Carey.
Are you okay?
Naviris, Nagato Zero, Darling Vendetta, Suwana Fujoshi, Malik Para. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Oh my god, Chimin.
Okay?
Thank you for the follow. This is going on YouTube, by the way. We're like recording for YouTube. We're going through my my Annie list. We already got through all the best stuff. I'm sorry you guys missed that. We're getting into the 6s.
Big one.
But yeah, Grace, Water Tyrant, Theorist Gamer, Catastrophe.
You okay?
Cloud 7. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Did the raid work? Yes, it most certainly did. Thank you, Ku. I appreciate it, my brother. And I will see you soon, so we can figure out what's going on with the Annie Awards. It's gonna be fun.
You okay?
Hello, Ku. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I hope your stream went well, man. Anyway, we're gonna continue. These are all this. We're gonna continue with the 6s. So if you hear these names,
okay?
that means it got a 6. I gave it a 6 out of 10. So yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, Suredure Children, World End, which should be a 7, but I'm gonna leave it as a 6. Maybe I had my reasons. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is not a 6.
Okay?
I must have been high. That is a 7. It is like a 7.5, in fact. It's arguably better than regular Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yuri on Ice special, it is 2 seconds long.
You okay?
And then Trice Chapter 2 is a 5. Oh, we're getting into the 5s now, chat. Okay, so a 6 out of 10 for me is a 6 out of 10 for me. Wow, it's still doing the coup rate. my Streamlabs is desperately trying to catch up. A 6 out of 10 for me is good. It's all right.
Okay?
You should check it out. Like, that's a 6. A 6 is like, it's all right. You should check it out. A 5 out of 10 is all right. You don't have to watch it. Like, that's what a 5 is. Like, it's all right. You can skip it. Like, if you told me you checked out
okay?
something I have in my 5 out of 10s, I wouldn't fault you, right? I'd be like, right on, yeah, fair enough, right? But that's how I feel about it. Like, it's all right. You don't have to watch it. Twitch is very broken tonight, is it? Yeah.
You okay?
That makes more sense then. So here's my 5s, and this is where we're gonna start getting into the controversial picks. So yeah, Digimon Tri Chapter 2 is a 5. Wrath of the Dragon is a 5. Yo, Son Goku and Friends Return is a 5.
Okay?
Durarara is a 5 out of 10. Fate Grand Order First Order is a 5. Second plate is a 5. The third plate, the train
okay?
arc is a 5. And that's with me. That's me, man. I love trains. Wow, you've seen a lot of anime. I have seen over 400 anime, actually. The Theorist Gamer. In fact,
you okay?
on the YouTube channel, I'm an anime guy. I talk about anime on the channel. That's my main bread and butter right there. Yeah, Omanko, thank you so much for the follow.
You okay?
But yeah, Glepner is a 5. Hitalia World Series is a 5. The Beautiful World is a 5. I'm kind of surprised by that. I think, well, actually, nah, yeah, because Hitalia ran out a bit out of steam by that point. Although I love the art in Beautiful World. Katsugeki Tokenrambu is a 5. It's alright. You don't have to watch this, but you should watch Hanamaru. Ninja Girl and Samurai. Samurai Master. Both seasons. One Punch Man, Road to Hero. I don't even remember what that is. Orange is a 5. Mewtwo. Shonen Hollywood Holly Stage 449. Attack on Titan Junior High. Dragon Ball GT.
Okay?
Oh, is a 4. Oh, shit. We're getting into the 4s now. Okay. Okay, now we're getting into the 4s. 4 is like, yeah, it's not very good. Like, a 4 is, yeah, it's not very
Remember,
good.
this is Jojo's opinion. So only hang him if you have a perfectly honest reason.
Yeah, exactly. You are allowed to come at me, right? Because this is going on YouTube. You're allowed to come at me, but be gentle. Oh, rip, I see Al Noah Zero. Al Noah Zero Season 1 is like an 8 for me. I love Al Noah Zero Season 1, but Season 2 is a fucking joke. Like season 2 is like the biggest disappointment of all time for me. But, so here we go. The 4s. The 4s is like, yeah, that's not very good. That's what the 4s are. Just, yeah, not very good. So, Junior High. We only come gently around here. Coop, please. Attack on Titan Junior High is a 4. Dragon Ball GT is a 4. World's Strongest is a 4. Miss Monochrome is a 4. Pawn to Peace is a 4. Jirachi the Wishmaker, the Pokemon movie, is a 4. Much probably upsetting Evil if he's still here. Prince of Stride Alternative is a 4. Miliak, thanks so much for dropping by. Hope you have a good night. Let's see. What else is a 4 here? And Rainy Coco is a 4. 3 out of 10s. So 3 out of 10s. So, okay. A 3 out of 10 is like it's a little worse than is not very good, right? A 3 out of 10 is like, yeah, this is trash. Like 3 out of 10 is like, this is trash, and I want to like, this is trash, and I like, I'm bummed that I wasted my like, maybe not even trash. 3 is like, I shouldn't have wasted my time. Like 3 is like 3 and below is like shows that I wasted my time. So like a 3 is, that was a waste of time. That's how I feel about the 3s. That was a waste of time. So, lower the score, the less to say. It's true. Al Noah Zero, season 2 is one of those. It's terrible. Lord Slug, Super Android 13, Tree of Might, Juni Taisen, the Zodiac War, Kagewani, even though I think Ku's gonna be upset by that. Magical Girl Raising Project is trash. Rainy Coco, Sword Art Online Extra is just a waste of time. Tokyo Ghoul Re is a waste of time. Bio Broly is a waste of time. Return of Cooler, the episode of Bardock where they turn him friggin' Super Saiyan. In Another World with My Smartphone. Oh, wait. Oh, we got to the 2s. Oh, we got to the 2s. Okay, so 2 is, this is pure trash. So Bio Broly is pure trash. Dragon Ball Z: The Return of Cooler is pure trash. Bardock is trash. In Another World with My Smartphone is so trash that it almost becomes hilarious. And then Mayoiga is the same thing, so trash it almost becomes hilarious. Route A is pure unadulterated. This is like absolute garbage. What a waste of time. You rated Tokyo Ghoul Re Season 1 the same as Route A. I don't know about that. That is a 2, that is a 3. That is a 3, that is a 2. That is not the same ranking. Last I checked, a 2 was not a 3. I could be wrong. But yeah, I was like, don't know about that. But yeah, Route A is pure trash. Also, don't think that Re is any better. Re is still garbage. It's only just like slightly less old garbage. Garbage that had the garbage can placed over it, so it wasn't like left out and a raccoon didn't come and like spread it all out over the place and there's flies all over it. That's what Route A is. Re is just a garbage can that has a lid on top of it. Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 isn't that bad. Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 is like a 6. No, Tokyo Ghoul Season 1, I think I should maybe bump it down to a 5. It's a big waste of time. Like, I should say it's a waste of time. I just wouldn't recommend it. And then the only 2 things in one. One is like the worst things I have ever seen in my life. That is one. One is Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, and Love Rice are the 2 worst shows I have ever finished. Keep in mind, these are things that I have completed. Over here we have paused, things on pause. Hunter x Hunter is a 10 out of 10, despite only seeing 16 episodes, because Evil paid me to make it 10 out of 10 in another stream. He literally paid me in bits to make Hunter x Hunter 10. So if you would like to pay me in bits to change this, by all means. No, that was a one-time deal.
Are you okay?
Yes, Lady Emrys, thank you for the follow. One Piece is an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy the One Piece anime. I am catching back up on Iruma-kun. This is a solid 8. It's a friggin' great time. Case Closed. I enjoy Case Closed. I don't think I'd ever rewatch any past episodes, but it's always a good time.
Are you okay?
Junjo Romantica, I need to finish. I don't know why I haven't finished it yet, but it's very good. Same with Regula Richards. Black Clover, I will catch up on, because I hear Black Clover has gotten pretty good. And here are all my drops. Digimon Adventure is a 6. The only things that I have dropped that are 6s are Digimon Adventure and Tonikawa. Only because I just don't see myself coming back to them. Everything else is like a 5. So like A3, After the Rain, Ahuru no Sora, Akame ga Kill, All Out, Alpen Rose, which is like the only 70s show I've ever seen. Aochan Can't Study, Appare Ranman, Are You Lost, Asteroid in Love is a 5. What else is a 5? Azure Lane, Bamboo Blade, Barakamon, Beautiful Bones, Black Butler. I almost said Black Clover. Black Butler, Book of Circus, Blend S, BNA, Boruto, Next Generations, Captain Tsubasa. I probably might pick up Boruto if I'm super honest, but I'm not planning to. Captain Tsubasa, Cardcaptor Clear Card. That's another one that I might pick back up, but I'm not really in a rush to. Cautious Hero, Cells at Work, Cheer Boys, Children of Whales, Clean Freak Aoyama-kun, Drifters, Fate Apocrypha, Fate Extra. These are all 5s. These are like, it's alright. You can skip it. Like, that's how I feel about all these. Like, it's alright. Fire Force is a 5. Flying Witch, Gabriel Dropout, Gangsta, Gegege no Kitaro, Girls Last Tour. I mean, I didn't finish it, but 5 is kind of surprising. Grand Blue, Grand Belm, sorry. Grand Blue, haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. High School Fleet, Hitori Jime My
Here's
Hero.
some bits to go back to Over the Moon during your free time, Jojo.
Thank you, Matt. All right, Matt, maybe. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I cannot be botched, sir, except for the times when I can be. Okay, we're gonna just speed roll through the rest of this, and then we'll talk about them afterwards. Okay, because we gotta end this because YouTube, like on YouTube, this has been going on for almost 2 hours. So High School Fleet, Hitori Jime My Hero. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Idolish 7, which just broke the hearts of all of the gay sky. Interspecies reviewers, no thank you. I am Ace. That show kind of made me uncomfortable. That said, some of those scenes are still kind of hot. Interviews with Monster Girls, Just Because, Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, Kabukibu, Kakurio, Bed and Breakfast. This started off so strong. This is the one I think I'm really upset about. Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, another one that started really strong. Kimono Michi. I just kind of fell off Kimono Michi. I should have finished it, but The poor GSA is coming for poor GSA coming for you soon. Yeah, for real. Oh, he dropped Fire Force a long time ago. When it was airing. Like I watched 12 episodes of Fire Force, and yeah, nah. Once the first core was it, I dropped it. That was it. The gay in I7 will keep me waiting. Will keep waiting for you. One day I will get back to Idol 7, I'm sure. Eizouken was one of the best of the year, but you do you. It was not. It started strong, and then it totally wasted its time. And the one girl from Eizouken, like, really hurts that show. What's her friggin' name? The rich girl, to me, I'm like, she's the worst. I, like, actively don't like that character. Kino's Journey, Kino's Journey was a decent follow-up. Kiss Him Not Me, I should rewatch because I hear it's good. Little Witch, I do not understand the hype. I'm just not a trigger guy. I just don't get it. Oh, this is where we're getting very saucy. Lupin the Third, Part 5. Made in Abyss. This is where we're gonna get into the very divisive. Made in Abyss. I don't like it. The weird, like, stuff with Rinko makes me very uncomfortable. Magic Senpai. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Iron-Blooded Orphans, Modao Zushi. Oh god. Boy, did you guys pick a bad time to raid me. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. And Koo can attest to this if Koo's still here. I've tried to watch this like 3 separate occasions and I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. If Koo's still here, he can back me up on that. I tried 3 different times. My roommate is a cat, is a 5. Snafu is like a 5. Maidens of the Savage Season could have been a contender, but yeah. It's too boring and slow. We get you, Jojo. It's so boring and slow. Rage of Bahamut, Recreators, Sakura Quest, Sanrio Boys, Scum's Wish, Seraph, Shimonetta, Somali, Gridman. I'm actually gonna bump even further down. Oh, whoop, oh, something happened. Oh, Apparently, I'm not allowed to do that. But my whole thing was like, no, you are not allowed to bump Gridman down. We gotta go all the way back down. Okay. We gotta go all the way back down. Where were we? Well, too bad. I'm doing it anyway. Frick you. Gridman's like a 4. There we go. Is not very good. Is this on Mal? This is on Annie List. What happened to not bumping stuff? I changed my mind. Stand My Heroes. Steins Gate 0. So we're in Dropped, by the way, if you're wondering where we are. We're in the Dropped shows. I watched 12 episodes of Steins Gate 0. Oh, thank you. I'm done. I don't like how depressing it is. It's not my Steins Gate. Sweetness and Lightning. Tada Never Falls in Love. The Irregular at Magic High School. The Royal Tutor. Tiger Mask W. Token Rambu Hanamaru Season 2. Season 1 so much better. Ushio Tutora. Violet Evergarden. Wotakoi. Aho Girl. Amanchu. Argavolan. Oh, wait. Now we're getting into the 4s. In the meantime, I'm gonna quickly... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna get a drink yet. I'm gonna wait till we finish this. So, now we're getting into the 4s. So remember, a 5 is, like, it's alright. It's alright. It's, like, you can skip it. Like, it's alright. It's, I don't necessarily think it's bad or anything. It's just, like, kind of like, you don't have to really watch it. Like, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. 4 is not very good. So, like, from 4 on, that means it's not very good. Aho Girl, Amanchu, Argavolan, Be the Beginning, Bakuan, Blood Blockade Battlefront and Beyond, Boogie Pop and Others, Cinderella 9, Darwin's Game, Days, Decadence, Do You Love Your Mom and Her 2-Hit Multi-Target Attacks, Doro Hey Doro. Don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you at like a... No, you know what? Because I can respect people who like Dora Hey Dora. This is not for me, so I'm actually gonna give it like a 6. Yeah, I was like, I don't know about that. That seems a little harsh. So yeah, okay. Elegant Yokai Apartment Life. Fastest Finger First. It's not dirty. Don't let your head go there. Fox Spirit Matchmaker. Gourmet Girl Graffiti. Grimoire of Zero. Hane Bado. Hinako Notes. Katana Maidens, wow. Kisniver. Wait, Donghua fans, don't worry, because we did have a Donghua at like 7 or 8, and I am currently watching... Wait, actually, now that I think about it, did it show? Before I forget. Yeah, it's not there. Where's the currently watching? Heaven Official's Blessing is up here, though. It's like a 7, and it's probably going to be an 8 before it's over. And Non-Human is here as well. Where is it? I don't remember where Non-Human is, but it's here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Somewhere. It's in there somewhere. It's high up somewhere. I don't remember where Non-Human is. But Non-Human is my favorite Donghua of all time. All Saint Street is a close second. But yeah. Hanebado. Again, these are the, like, is not very good. So, Grimoire Zero, Hanebado, Hinako Notes, Kisniver, Local Doll, Myriad Colors, Phantom World, Kyoani, I don't know what you were thinking. No Guns Life, Noblesse. Fuck me. Noblesse. Our Love Has Always Been 10 Centimeters Apart, Pet, Record of Grand Crest War, Roka, Brave of the Six Flowers. Although I do hear that's better than I gave it credit for, so maybe that could be wrong. Sabakibu. Bakumatsu Rock. Fun fact, that's the first show I ever talked about. And if you make it to the end of the stream, I will show you that video. But this is the first video I ever talked about on my channel, is Bakumatsu Rock. And it is a 4. But I have good times. I have good memories of that. It's the first video I ever talked about back when Animinute was a thing and I was still on camera. So if you stay to the end of the stream, I will show you that video. Seiyu Life. Sing Yesterday for me. Oh, God. Space Battleship Tiramisu. We already talked about Gridman. Talentless Nana. fuck you, talentless Nana. Fuck you and fuck your upset, salty ass fan base. Fuck you and your judgy fan base. And honestly, fuck you and your pretentiousness. Nana, I almost want to give you a 3. Just because of how, like, and yes, I'm just as salty as they were with me. Dear God, I tried to say that I was going to have some fun with this show, that I found the show to be absolutely ridiculous by this point, that it was almost laughable how ridiculous it was. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't I have fun with it? Why don't I laugh about it? And that way I can still enjoy the show, and maybe people who still want to hear my thoughts can enjoy it that way. No, they called me every name under the sun. And it was some of the meanest, most harshest backlash I've ever gotten to anything ever, was the reaction I got to Talentless Nana. And it was some of the most uncalled for shit. It was some of the most uncalled for, rude shit I have ever heard in my life. And all for a show that tries to pretend like it's Death Note meets My Hero and fails at both.
Buster Wolf!
Who poured salt in Jojo's Earl Grey?
Nana fans did, Matt. Nana fans did. Yeah, so this show is... Your show is whack and was whack after episode 3. And I tried my best to make some light of it. I tried my best to have some fun with it. And they threw it back in my face. And so am I being salty? Yes. In fact, you see the show right beside it? You see this shit? Toilet Bound Hanako? I'll tell you what, Hanako fans spoiled the shit out of me in every comment section. I thought that Hanako fans were bad, but the truth is Hanako fans were just excited for me to see some of their favorite moments. Nana is the worst fan base I have ever made videos for, full stop. Hanako fans, I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology, and because of that, you are no longer the worst series I've ever made videos for, and I'll tell you what. Paused. I'll finish the show. I will finish Hanako. I will finish Hanako because I owe you an apology, and I owe you that much. And you want to know what? You think I'm ever going to give Nana that same treatment? Hell no. Because you know what? Hanako fans fucking apologized to me when I said I was dropping the show because they kept spoiling me. They were legit sorry. The people who spoiled felt bad, and I realized that, and I felt bad. And I felt bad about it. And for a long time, I felt bad about it. So Hanako fans, in fact, if anybody wants to clip this right now, now's a great time. Hanako fans, I'm sorry. I owe you an apology. I said you were the worst fan base I ever made videos for, and that was false. Because the worst fan base I've ever made videos for is full stop, Talentless Nana. It's not even close. And I was wrong, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to rewatch the show, and I'm even going to give you a video about it. If I think I have enough to say, I'll even make a video about it. I will come back. I will come back to Hanako. Once. I'll come back. And you can thank Talentless Nana fans being absolute jackasses because of it. There you go. Do you like the anime called Nana? No, Nana, like the anime Nana, I haven't seen like the anime that's just Nana. But Ku got really excited when I was talking about Nana. I was like, no, Talentless Nana. He's like, oh. But yeah, moving on. Did it? Yeah, paused. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It'll, when it refreshes, it'll be there. But yeah. Wave, listen to me. It's a 4. Yuna, 4. Oh, shit. Zombieland Saga is a 4. I'll bump it up to a 5 so people don't kill me. And I get it. And I swear to God, none of you better say anything. Talentless Nana is talentless. This is big facts. Like, none of you better say shit about Zombieland Saga. I know what you're gonna say, and you better not say it. Don't say it. Centaur Life. Oh, wait. Oh, we're getting into the 3s. So 3s are like, this is trash. 3 is, this is trash. A Centaur's Life. Actually, I am Alice and Zoroku, Babylon, Kabukicho Sherlock, Citrus, convenience store boyfriends, copcraft, dramatical murder, but you're a zombie, Jojo. That's zombophobic! You think all zombies gotta like a zombie show just because I'm a zombie? I tried to like Copcraft. Me too, theorist. Me too. Dramatical murder. Oh, my phone's going off. Dramatical murder. Ensemble stars. First Love Monster. Frame Arm Girls. Haruchika. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Inspector. Izetta. Joker Game. Knights and Magic. Konohana Kitan. Magical Circle Guru Guru. Masamune Kun's Revenge. Momokyun's Sword. My First Girlfriend is a Gal. My Girlfriend is a Show Bitch. Nanbaka. Occultic 9. Plunderer. Restaurant to Another World. Scorching Ping Pong Girls. Slow Start. Smile Down the Runway, which feels way harsh. And Sloane's gonna be really upset about that. I really need to change that. The Ones Within. Perfect Insider. To the Abandoned Sacred Beast. Trickster. Tukar. Uma Musume. Urahara. Welcome to the Ballroom. Why the hell are you here, teacher? Which I've seen too much of. Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Afterlost. Akash. Oh, and now we're getting into twos. Twos is, again, like, this is... Okay, so a 3 is like, this is just straight up bad. This is like a bad time. Like, this is trashy. 2 is like... Oh, no, a 3 is like, I wasted my time. A 3 is like, this was a waste of time. 2 is like, this is trash. Like, this is unadulterated trash. Again, the difference is, 3s are trash cans with the lid on top. 2 is just trash can that got left open. There's no lid on it, and a raccoon got to it. Like, this is unadulterated trash. So, Afterlost, Akashic Records, Anime Guitarist, Ao Oni, Clockwork Planet, Gaku and Handsome, Gate, Glass Slip, Joshi Kause, I don't even remember what that is, Kakegururi, Magical Girl Ore, Maji Moji Rurumo, Netzu Trap, Rail Wars, Sorceress Stabber Orphan, Sword Oratoria, good god, Sword Oratoria. Oh boy, The Rising of the Friggin' Shield Hero. I hate that show. Watched 14 episodes of that show. Absolutely hate that show, and I've read the first volume of the book. The Ryo's work is never done. W's. 18. Oh, and now we're getting into the ones. This is like pure. This is like what the hell. This is like some of the worst things I've ever seen. This is like some of the worst things I've ever seen. Shield Hero. If you like Shield Hero, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. But yeah, okay. Here's some of the worst shows I've ever seen. Seasons 2 and 3 already confirmed. Lol. I know. You think I didn't hear about that? 18if's game was good. Shame about the anime. It's a game? I had no idea. 18if Anonymous Noise. If Ku is still here, he's gonna be really upset about that. Arifureta, Berserk, Big Order, Bloodivores, Breakers, Cutie Honey Universe, Death March into the Death March to a Parallel World. By the way, I don't hate Shield Hero for the reasons you might think. Because if anybody's about to say, like, oh, he's probably some SJ, whatever, like, nah, bitch. Like, I hope that mine got the worst treatment, and I'm sure she did when she eventually gets her comeuppance. No, the reason why I hate Shield Hero, the reason why I dislike Shield Hero is because the first 3 or 4 episodes are perfect. Because, like, it takes everything that I liked about the first volume of the book, which is basically everything outside of Naofumi's terrible inner monologue. Because his inner monologue makes me just hate him as a character. But the anime actually did strive to do better with him. And those first 4 episodes are friggin' amazing! Like, if the first 4 episodes were an OVA on its own, I would easily give it like an 8. Like, it's amazing! And then it shits the bed so hard. I have never seen a show botch such a perfect opening like that. Like, those first 4 episodes are amazing, and then it's miserable. And they turn the characters who should be crappy into, or should be, not crappy, but characters who should be cruel and, like, malicious, like mine, into, like, Team Rocket. Like, her and Motoyasu, just Team Rocket. Like, total waste of time. Why did you not like Magical Circle Guru Guru? I want to understand. Because I didn't like it. It's just, I don't know, it's just boring. I just didn't like it. Moving on. I have a lot less to say about Magical Circle Guru Guru than I do about Shield Hero. Let's see. Where were we? Breakers, Cutie Honey Universe, Dies Irae, Dive is such an embarrassing... Like, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Dive is the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen. Eldlive, Fairy Gone, because this is... Okay, let me get my rage out on Dive. The end of this is just me ranting, but Dive is such an embarrassing attempt to rip off Free. It is so blatant what it's trying to do, and it's so miserable, and it just fails on every level. Fairy Gone is a mess. And Fist of the Blue Sky Regenesis is, yeah, looking at it, this is the worst show I've ever seen. Like, Fist of the Blue Sky Regenesis, of all, like, the worst shows I've ever seen, this is the worst of the worst of the worst, is Regenesis. But some other terrible ones, Gibite, Girly Air Force, Handshakers, Junji Ito Collection, King's Game, Pillow Boys, Sagarada Reset, David Pro, what the freak is this? Seiren, Sengoku. Seiren's the most boring show I've ever seen in my entire life. The weird monk hentai thing, I don't know why I watched that. Laughing Salesman, Yamizukan, Try Nights, Wakakozaki, I kind of remember that, and Yuno, which is the inspiration for Steins Gate, like the original, like, visual novel of Yuno inspired Steins Gate, and it's trash. I don't understand. But yeah. Yo, you want to shed some light on some of the on some anime you would recommend? Well, Mab, I would recommend anything in my favorites list. But the favorites list is going to have to be saved. Let's see. For and these are just my plans. These are just shows that I'm planning to watch. But my favorites is going to have to be saved for another video, because that's right. We got to finish up the YouTube video. This YouTube video is going to be 2 hours long. Holy crap. Anyway, chat, I need you all to, you lovely people, to say goodbye to YouTube. Everybody say goodbye to YouTube while I wrap this up. We're not ending the stream. The stream's still going for like another 2 hours, because now I got to go through my favorites list. But yeah, so we're going to wrap up. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube. You guys could have been here. If only you joined us on Twitch, you could have seen this live. But yeah, we're going to take off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, you stay classy, and you wash your dang hands.